What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgotten. Today we're going to talk about a couple things in PGR, like some of these deals that are in the shop. Now, this deal here, guys, is actually really good. You can see that I actually bought this thing. This is about $100 in American currency. I know that's a lot of money, but if you are spenders, this is actually a pretty decent deal, especially if you're trying to get a character from here, right? Without going through the banner, without spending 15,000 black cards. And guys, $100 won't even buy you 15,000 black cards. So that in itself is a good deal. But on top of that, you're actually going to get 7,500 BC or black cards from here on top of the selector. It's actually a very good deal. I know it's a lot of money, but if you are interested in it, I do think it would help your progression in the game. Also, we have the Volatile Priestess returning, right? A beautiful skin for alpha, right? I already have this skin, but unfortunately it is locked behind a paywall. So you're going to have to buy these packs in order to queue it up. So that's kind of unfortunate, but if you want that skin, now is the time to go ahead and queue it up. We also have a new skin for good old Chrome, and this is a ridiculously cool looking skin. The vampiric skin, I love this thing. This is awesome, man. Woo, that's a pricey skin though. 168 rainbow cards for that baby. Good almighty. Woo. Especially after you spend a lot of money already in the game, like myself. I just triple S Karenina. We'll be talking about her in another video, but this is a badass skin. Really wonderful. But if you want to have the whole enchilada, you want to have to spend 168 rainbow cards on the skin and 28 rainbow cards for his weapon coating, so that way you would have a nice little match. I mean, I love the skins and I definitely support it, but I don't know if I'll buy it or not, to be perfectly honest, guys, because after I spend so much money in the game, I pretty much budget myself. I really kind of am reserved on buying them, but I do like it. I do like it. Now let's talk about the heart of the video, which is this 100% rate up banner for the anniversary. And this is pretty awesome because it has all these wonderful characters in here. And I know some players, they might do some pulls in here. However, if you're free to play and you are trying to save your black cards for certain characters like Bianca in a couple months, in the next patch, we're going to get a Uniframe or Transcendent character in Noah. After that, we're going to get Bianca, who's OP as hell. And then around in February, we're going to get the Lightning version of Alpha, who is pretty damn godly, guys. We're also going to have Lee before Alpha, right? So we got a lot of great characters coming up. So I really would advise people really just to save their black cards for those characters. However, if you are curious about where these characters stand in this 100% banner, then this is the video for you. Now, there's already going to be some characters that are going to be on the bottom of the totem pole, guys. Characters like Lee, Karenina, these two characters, guys, are going to be at the bottom of the totem pole. And honestly, Alpha is too. I mean, yes, we just got Liv, she just got her leap, and yes, Alpha is the meta right now. But if you don't have Alpha, there's no need to pull for her now because Bianca's going to be showing up in a couple months. I just wouldn't recommend doing this unless, as always, guys, with any character in any game, you're pulling for your favorites. If you want her and you want to get her on your roster, you want to add her to collection, go for it, right? But if you're looking as far as, you know, maybe getting the best characters for getting more bang for your buck as far as your BC is concerned, I would highly skip this character because she's going to get replaced in a couple months. And I know that sucks. We all love Alpha, but she's going to get an insane Lightning version in the future, so it's all good. Another one that you should absolutely skip on here is Selena. You should not pull for Selena at all because you can actually farm for this character in the event that's always available in the game. There's no need to pull for this character because you can farm for the event and you can farm for her in the voucher shop. You can actually pick this character up from the voucher shop. So I don't really recommend pulling for her because you can actually farm for these shards. Yes, it's a long journey, but if you're free to play, this would really be the better way to go, at least in my humble opinion. And now we get into some characters that could be a little controversial as far as whether or not characters really want to pull for them. Characters like Kamoy. Now, Kamoy is a really tricky one because we just recently got Dark Karenina. And what everybody's going to tell you guys is that Karenina needs to be SS3, which means you need 2 actual copies of her along with the copy from Phantom Pain Cage in order to level her up, right? So that way she's viable. Well, the truth is, guys, I've done extensive testing with Karenina at S rank, at double S rank. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of that testing in another video. But just a heads up for you, even at double S with her weapon in Warzone, she performed pretty much about as well as my triple S Kamoy. Now I have a triple S Luna, I have a triple S Selena, and that triple S Selena is really what makes the difference, and free to play can get Selena to triple S, right? Do keep that in mind. So if you have Karenina and you have her weapon, I don't really think that you need Kamoy. But if you do have a maxed out Karenina, then having Kamoy would actually be a huge benefit with a 6-star weapon, because she can actually one-shot Phantom Pain Cage bosses, right? She's pretty damn insane with Kamoy on the team, with Selena. She can do some insanity, but she really needs to be over that triple S threshold in order for her to really be able to do that. And then we get into Bianca. Now, Bianca is a character that is still the meta and still a very, very good character, but she will be replaced in February. February is a good ways away, guys. That's 7 months away from now. I mean, 7 months is a long time that you can actually enjoy the character and play with them and have some fun with them. But if you're conserving on your black cards, I really wouldn't recommend queuing her up, especially if you already have Vera, the A-rank Liv, and then obviously the A-rank Chrome. That'll be good enough for you to get you by until Alpha actually shows up. But she still is a good character, and since we have a good 7 months, she still could be a very useful character to have on your roster. And then we get into Liv Luminous. Now, Liv, guys, is going to be a meta for your physical team, especially after you do that leap. I'm going to be talking about her in other videos, especially after her leap. She really adds some insane damage, not only to Alpha, if you already have Alpha, but to the future Bianca. She'll be able to crit over and over and over with Liv, which really adds to the damage and the consistency of your damage. That makes a big difference in your gameplay, and it really gives you a nice refreshing ease of gameplay. And whenever Liv is at triple S, she can actually start the battle off with her signature. So if you are somebody that's looking to try to triple S her, or you just want to get her, then she is a viable character to go ahead and pull for if you don't already have her. Now, her and Kamoy and Lee and Karenina and Nanami here, all of these characters were on selectors in the game. So if you already pulled one of these characters from selector, then obviously you don't need to pull for them in this banner unless you are a spender and you want to try to level them up beyond double S rank. But really, in my opinion, guys, the only character that really would be viable for to go to triple S out of the characters from the selector would be Liv Luminance. So then we get into Luna. Now, Luna, guys, is still meta, and she's going to be meta for a long time. I know that Lamia has just showed up in the CN version of PGR, but guys, that's over a year ahead of global. You'll still be able to enjoy Luna for a good year. She's still a godly character, but if you have a ridiculously leveled up Karenina, you don't really need Luna. In all honesty, you don't. If you have Karenina and you have Selena and you have Kamoy and you have his 6-star weapon, Karenina can destroy, but that's triple S and beyond, right? That's a ridiculous investment for that character, whereas I feel like a lot of people are still going to be using Luna, right? However, in Warzone, I do think that having Luna would be a benefit, because you're going to be constantly switching your characters. You're going to be constantly getting your buffs from Selena for your switching team members. So I still think that she would be an amazing choice to pull for you. And now we get into all the characters that are still currently meta in the CN version of the game, and any one of these characters are amazing, but I'm going to start with Rosetta. Now, Rosetta, guys, is going to be the big dog physical tank, especially after she gets her leap in the future. If you don't have this character, this is a really amazing character that you can have for your physical team. She can actually do one-shots against certain bosses in Phantom Pain Cage, bosses like Chu and Musashi. She can absolutely one-shot them, guys, at double S rank if you have her 6-star weapon and her pet. And then you take a look at Chrome. Chrome is the major ice tank. If you don't have this character, guys, and you got the, and I'm going to say this over and over, right? If you have spare black cards, if you have enough black cards where you can pull for one of these characters and you can still have enough black cards for Bianca, right, in the future, then I would recommend whatever character you need from this list to progress your account. But Chrome is the insane tank. He still is on the CN version of the game. Vera is still meta for the tank team. Liv Imperia, godly amplifier for your fire team, right? And then Nanamek here is your godly fire tank. Really, any one of these characters, guys, whether it's Nanami, Liv, Vera, Chrome, are going to be amazing characters to have, because none of these characters are going to be on the next upcoming selector that we're going to get during the Bianca patch. So if you pull for any one of these characters, it really would be a helpful tool. And then Lucia Plume is still the #1 ice tanker, even on CN. However, there was a lead character in Watanabe who a lot of people speculate on being an ice character. But again, guys, that is over a year ahead from now. Lucia will still be the best ice attacker in the game for over a year. So she's still a character worth pulling for. I mean, really, guys, when it comes to the characters in this 100% banner, the best characters to pull are the characters that are not going to be in the upcoming S rank selectors that we're going to be getting in the game. And those are the characters that you should really focus on in the 100% banner if you do have the extra black cards. So hopefully this will provide some insight for you guys as far as what characters you should actually pull for in that 100% banner if you are pulling for any of them in that banner. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. +7 time, link in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.